Let me know if everything's coming in nice and sharp.
Geop entered channel.
Ooh, hang on, I see something wrong.
Hey, Geo. Vampires.
Sorry, it was way behind in the chat log. I just noticed that. There we go. Now it's up to date. Let's get rolling. Last time we killed a bunch of zombies. But here's the deal. There's an alternate way to do the quest. And we did a save just beforehand.
I forgot. Does this game have werewolves for some reason?
Yes, but not the kind you'll yeah.
Not your garden variety.
Yeah. Okay, so we could stay here and blast zombies. We did this last time and it was okay. But there was another choice in the dialogue tree we could try.
Change your mind? I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you should see any zombies in that time, you need to put them down. Now, they're dead, so you're either going to have to hack them up good, or shoot them in the head. Just don't let them bite you. Well, I don't know. What are you thinking? Sometimes a man needs the kind of release putting a 44 slug through a zombie's brain doesn't provide.
Sharks? Where sharks?
You understand, right?
Are the were sharks like street sharks, or are they like literally sharks? Where if you were a were shark, that would suck because you would always have to be near the water, so you don't die when you turn into a shark.
What if the street sharks were were sharks?
Only the full moon, though.
Whoa, that dude sat down super fast.
I know about the were sharks.
He doesn't seem to mind if we steal his ammo, but whatever.
Were sharks are just like werewolves in that they can turn fully humanoid, so they can be away from water, and their half were shark form can walk on land.
That was a were shark? I thought it was just like a monster.
I don't know if there's were sharks in this game, but yeah, there's literally were sharks in World of Darkness. I think they're called the Rokia.
That sounds really dumb.
They only have one right to gain clan prestige, and I forgot what it's called, but basically they throw a whole bunch of food in the water, and whoever can hold the most food in their belly is the winner.
That is retarded.
It's like the ritual that were hippos have, the hungry, hungry ritual.
It's exactly the same thing.
Geop, that just wasn't up to your usual standards, sorry.
Okay.
I have standards? I've heard folks say the otherwise.
That should let you know how bad it was that it's even not up to your
We are looking
quote
for a
unquote
lady of the
standards.
night.
I'm sorry, I didn't pass your standards, sir.
And I think we found one.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date? Okay, I'll play along. Where's this friend of yours? No way am I going in there. What kind of freak are you?
So the money variable is just set to its default value now, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, the things are kind of weird and stretchy.
We're just really persuasive.
Well,
No, that's how they look when I played the game.
eesh.
Wait, are we talking about the Tatas?
The money.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
there
that's
we go.
much better.
Oh,
Thanks.
wow.
Sorry, sir.
Did you put a negative number?
Now her chest is caving in. She has a heart condition, you monster.
She has a missing chest problem. Soon to be a jagged polygon problem.
Oh, you're right. It's going to be popping out through her back.
Very nice. What can I give you for the assist? When you fire, keep your eyes on the target even after you shoot. And use the sight, that's what it's there for.
So what you're saying is,
If you can't hit anything, keep that Glock to the side crap in the movies.
after you beat Isaac, this isn't a chest run?
Me and, girl here got some,
Fuck it, that sucked. Don't.
so if you don't...
Never mind.
Okay.
That guy definitely looked like he lived in Santa Monica, so good job, game.
Creepy. Anyway, we should maybe take a look at our stats. That gives us our third point of firearms.
Does that mean you're finally gonna not suck at shooting people?
No, we still pretty much suck. A total ranged of 4 because there's only 2 skills that affect it. Firearms and perception. And perception is utter trash.
You have a lot of experience, though. You
Perception
can
is
fix
just the
that.
one that makes items glow, right?
Yep. And I think maybe a couple dialogue things. 1 or 2. Thinking about putting points into Thom. Might not be a bad idea. Though when I think about it, 3 experience points will buy us a point of ranged. That's not terrible. Yeah, let's just grab 1 point. That'll, if we combine it with Auspex, give us 6 ranged, which is pretty good. That'll make us fairly competent with most firearms. Okay, so how about we hop across the street to... By the name, what do you guys think? Come on, any ideas?
Strip club.
Really? Really?
Vesuvius.
Unless you didn't know already, how'd you know?
Because it's a dick joke.
Yeah.
I'm retarded then.
I'm just sad the sign didn't say something like, Veni, Vidi, Veni.
Eh.
What you mean, Vini Vidi Vici.
Also, this is
No, because Ragni. Veni Vidi Vici is I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni Vidi Veni is I came, I saw, I came. That's the joke.
Also, this is a vampire game, so therefore there must be always strip clubs.
I'm not gonna force you.
Isn't that the same model as
I just thought we might have something.
the person who takes care of the other strip club?
You know where to find me if you change your mind.
Jeanette, you mean? Or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
Probably is.
Okay, so that's another side quest to begin.
Isn't this better? You and me alone, for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense, and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone. Oh yes.
That woman on the poster in the background is very distracting.
How absolutely intoxicating.
She has missile tits.
I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention. Think nothing of it. I'm Velvet. Velour. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me? I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about. Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down a list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose. For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me. Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
Now, I think the deal is if you select all the nicey nice options after initially rejecting the flirty crap up front, you can get, what do you get? An extra item for completing all of her quests. I can't remember what it was, though. Does anyone remember, Fat Larry? Garbad?
Remember what?
I've never played this game, so.
Damn it, where's Garbad?
I don't remember. What was the question?
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
You'd really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful. She works over at the Sin Bin now. Her hair's blonde, on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
Okay, well, we just need to go kill a punny human vampire hunter. Should be a piece of cake, right? We have an ability called Suicide, which should kill him in, like, one click.
Suicide? I don't remember that one.
It's a level 3 Dominate ability for Tremere. It allows them to, anyone with Dominate, but it essentially makes the enemy somehow, like, have some kind of cardiac arrest and then die. Wait, Sin Bin. Did we just walk past it? I think I did. Nope, that's the ass pole.
Man, it's just so hard to tell them all apart, you know? So many strip clubs.
There's the Sin Bin. Dear God. Wait, this is supposed to be 2006. Did places like this still exist then?
I'm pretty sure they still exist now.
How do they stay in business with the internet?
I saw a place like this in Montreal last weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you slick. The name's Flynn. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment. Anything you want, you can get at the Sin Bin.
There's actually a real video store that is down the street from me that I always pass on my way to the grocery store, and I'm like, why is this real? Like, how is it? It must be a front.
Every flavor. Just tell me what makes your bits tingle, Jack. I'll set you right up. Yeah? What do you want to know? The Sin... Man, we got everything you'll ever need. Softcore, hardcore, gay, straight, farm, or furry. We got shockers, shivers, self-lubricators, and strap-ons. Chains, crops, and canes are in the back next to the triple ripples. Like I said, we got it all. Yeah? What do you want to know?
This dude's face.
It is, yeah, perfect for his occupation.
Ginger Swan. No, name doesn't ring a bell.
Does he have to have his shirt open like this?
Man, the things that girl can do. I got a new one called Confessions of a High School Yoga Instructor. Man, I wish my gym classes were like that. Yeah? Hollywood. Which ones? We got all you need right here, but if you like, second-rate smut, head up the street to Vesuvius. One of the strippers actually owns the place. You should see the rack of lamb on that one.
Okay. Well, let's go check out the peep show. Since we know that the Vesuvius lady had sent us to kill the hunter. She did tell us she worked here, right? Whatever. Well, she works here.
Man, that's great lockpicking.
The women in the peep show doing that same doofy dance that you do on the dance floor.
It turns everyone on. Well, there's the password to the computer if we could reach it. It's behind that locked door. I guess we could just pop blood buff. It's not like blood's expensive out here.
Oh man, these are great. No, no furries. That's okay. Continue, please.
Good lord.
Mangalicious androgyny. Be right back, changing my Steam name.
Okay, I think we're done looting this place. Well, after we deal with... probably should have picked this lock while I had blood buff running, huh?
They just undress and put all their clothes in a pile on top of each other? It's not very professional.
And doesn't sound very healthy.
There. Did that make him move?
Love those dance moves. Is that Bambi from the poster?
Might be. It's an exit to the outside world.
Can't you just murder the patrons? What are you trying to do?
Well, wait, I'm gonna guess Chastity is the one wielding the sword in there, huh? Either way, we need to get her out of there. Oh, or she's seen me and now she knows I'm a vampire. Everyone is completely wigging the hell out, and I'm wasting $10 on that crap.
Oh, she can see you and fight you? I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. She's just totally tripping balls. Yep. There we go. Suicide. Problem solved.
Take the sword.
Can't, already got one.
I don't... Isn't that a better sword?
It's the same one we have.
But it was glowing.
Imitation?
Okay.
I'll scream.
Charon makes a good point, but you need the porn katana.
Truly, we do. Maybe I should sell our current one so I can go back and pick that one up.
Oh, but I already changed my name. Somebody else changed their name to Porn Katana. My Steam name right now is literally Mangalicious Androgyny. Man, all the women in this game are so great at blending eyeshadow.
Could you? If we'd never taken the paths we did in life, could we have grown fond of each other? A shame you had to take her life. But you've saved mine, and I won't forget that. Yes, but through this ordeal I've gained an enticing new ally, and I'm beginning to think it was fate. You're just saying what I want to hear. Don't stop. I'm sorry. I'd rather... It is now.
What's with the mm-hms?
Well, I don't think we got the bonus item. Maybe there wasn't one. Also, damn.
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't.
I'm gonna live for all eternity feeding on the blood of the innocent mortals, and I think what I'll do with my infinite amount of time is become a stripper.
Persecution by elder monsters.
I was expecting a garbage there.
I'm a stripper, do-do-do-do-do-do. Boo-do-boo-do-boo.
Yes, the details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David, a kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is? Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done. I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you've found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David. David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however. After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
Whee. Lots of talking this time around.
Wait, so I missed part of it. Why do we need to get this guy's screenplay?
Because apparently some other kindred has told him about their world, and he's writing a screenplay about, well, vampires and their elders, and yeah.
Huh.
So apparently
So
we
we're
need
literally killing Daniel from Interview with the Vampire.
Yes.
pretty much. And then we have to go kill the vampire who told... Well, we're not going to kill him, no. We're supposed to destroy his screenplay, and then kill the person, vampire, that told him. He apparently doesn't really believe in this crap. He just kind of thinks it's a good story.
He just interviewed someone who pretended, who, thought himself to be a vampire. Oh man, I hope that the guy we have to kill actually does look like Christian Slater. That would be the best.
I love the helpful navigation from the chat. It is amazing! I don't know how I played this without a dedicated GPS like that.
Eating you? Does a writer write, or does he just, like, ink the flotsam and jetsam floating in his subconscious into a 120-page piece of film genius? But, you know, most of my subconscious is filled with old horror films. Mostly, I guess. Me? I'm, like, looking to redefine the vampire movie, okay? Like, tons of people make vampire flicks, like popular characters, but me, I'm gonna be doing the real deal. Like, not only is it gonna be scary, but it's gonna be believable. Well, in my story, it's not like about garlic and bats, okay? It's about vampire societies and stuff. You know, like, what would
God, his smile.
all about? I mean, how do they blend into society without being discovered?
Garbad moves.
A good writer always does in this town. Hey, you in the business? Because, man, I got tons of ideas for movies. In fact, I should give you one of my completed screenplays. This one's still a work in progress. You do? Man, that's fantastic! I can give you my screenplay if you promise to keep it safe. I really can't talk about it. He likes his privacy. Okay, he's a guy, calls himself Julius. He lives under the pier. In fact, I'm supposed to meet him tonight. We talk about vampire film ideas all the time. He's a weird guy, but really creative. You know, I love how his mind works.
Well, that was easy. I think that skirt glitched. There it is.
Oh man, I hate when that happens.
When it glitches through your torso?
Yeah, man, you gotta like just jiggle it free. It just sometimes, it's embarrassing. You come out of the restroom, your skirt is just clipping through your ass.
Lady problems. Wait, I was supposed to be looking for a pier. Should I be heading to the pier? Should I just return the damn screenplay and talk to her first? Yeah.
So, by the way, I gotta get up early tomorrow to run experiments, so I'm probably gonna go to bed in like half an hour. So if you want me to tell any vampire stories, then let me know.
Well, let's get this conversation over with.
Please, call me Vivi. Mm-hmm. Oh, I suppose I should just tear it up. But I can't. I can't rip up the product of that man's soul. Here, would you tear it up for me?
feel like Bambi's just there in the background to break up the tension, you know, of the scene, the sexual tension.
Are they? I mean, did you?
Okay, there. One down. I guess we do need to go take care of it. No hints from her. I'm in a rush. Black magic time. Okay. Where did we leave off in Vampire Story Time?
Last time in Defect's Vampire Storytime with Anne Rice, we were right at the ending of the Vampire Lestat, and we're about to start Queen of the Damned. So let me finish up Vampire Lestat real quick, and then we'll see where we are. So right at the end of Vampire Lestat last time, we were talking about how the Vampire Lestat became a rock star. So he became a rock star by surfacing again in the 1980s and creeping up on some garage band somewhere in New Orleans and for some reason admitting to them that he was a vampire, and then finding that they knew who he was because Interview with the Vampire, the previous book, was published, and Anne Rice's novels, the characters in the novels are aware that they're writing a book, and they're aware that other books have been written. And so Lestat, upon reading Louis's book, gets really mad and then decides that he's going to join a rock band, and he starts the self-named rock band, the Vampire Lestat, and they quickly rise to the top of the charts, and apparently this is not in any way considered copyright infringement or any sort of thing like that when there's obviously a published book that uses that name. So he becomes famous, and of course, much like related to this game, threatens to basically, violate the Masquerade to make vampirism known as a real thing that exists to the world. Although, as he becomes famous, I mean, obviously, nobody actually believes that he's a vampire. They just think he's just very eccentric.
So, just let me interject real quick. One of our emails said from LaCroix that he'd like us to carry out a little mission for him. Just a little side quest to get a negative review of a restaurant that he couldn't invest in because he's a pedantic asshole.
That's my favorite quest.
So yeah, we'll get around to that eventually, but just wanted to point that out.
Alright, so Lestat becomes famous, and he's getting ready to give a big concert. I know in the movie, The Queen of the Damned, it's in Death Valley, but I believe in the book it's just somewhere outside of Los Angeles. But anyway, he's getting ready to give this concert, and all of the old characters start showing up to warn him because there's going to be this big confrontation. This will be the biggest concert he's given, and I think it'll be like televised or something like that. And he's going to come out and be like, I am actually a vampire. And I don't remember exactly what he was planning to do. Maybe he was going to prove it somehow by moving really fast, or I don't think he was going to kill anyone. But anyway, so he's getting ready to do this concert, and Gabrielle and Louis show up because they're worried about him. And, they heard about him when he became famous. So Louis shows up first, and Lestat senses him and goes out and meets up with him, out in the countryside somewhere, wherever Louis is hiding out. And they see each other, and it's awkward, but kind of cute. They're like, "Oh, hey, hi, how are you?" And they're really embarrassed, and they don't know what to say to each other. And Lestat and Louis, Lestat's right on the verge of apologizing to Louis and having a moment, when Gabrielle shows up and is like, "Hey, it's your mom, and I'm here too. How are you kids doing? We should hurry up and get to rest before the sun rises." And so that moment is ruined, and they then the next night is the concert. So at the beginning of the next night, they're all there. A bunch of other vampires are also at the concert, but we don't know that yet. And Lestat's getting ready to go on stage.
The chat just pointed something out. We've walked right past the collaborator. I guess I didn't even realize it, because if you remember interacting with him at the start of the game, he's just kind of a stuttering idiot. It seems like.
What do you want? No. Please, I don't know. I didn't mean to. I don't understand what I am. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Please, I'll never do it again. No. Oh, God. Please, find your heart. Please, find your heart. You could let me go. I promise. I would leave Los Angeles. I swear. I will. I promise. Please, find your heart. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay, you can continue with story time. That's probably the most humane solution to that puzzle problem.
That would suck to be made immortal and then find out that you keep your speech impediment. Anyway, so it's the night before the big concert, and Lestat's about to go out on stage, and of course Gabrielle's there to wish him luck, and Louis is there to wish him luck, and then I think the gayest thing in the entire series happens, which is, as Lestat is about to go up on stage, Louis is like, wait, and they have like a romance movie moment, and Lestat turns around, kisses Louis on the mouth, and says, "It'll be okay," and then walks on stage and just leaves Louis like standing there like, duh.
What? Okay.
So I don't know. In another world, it would actually be kind of cute, I think. But as it stands, their relationship is not healthy. Anyway, so Lestat goes out and performs, and I don't have any of the songs. They're written down like the songs in Tolkien books, where it's just like the song, and you have to kind of guess like what you. I mean, it's just stuff about being a vampire. And like Lestat's experiences, like with the Grand Sabbat and all that stuff, and so he gives the performance, and as he is leaving, him and his posse are attacked by vampires who don't want him to continue and give up vampires as a real thing, and so they start chasing them, and Lestat wants to stand and fight. Louis and Gabrielle are there, and they're like, "No, you idiot, you're gonna die. There's like a huge mob descending on us, and we can't fight all of them." And so they run they get into a car that oh, right. Gabrielle pulls up in a car and, like, screeches tires and is like, hurry, get in! And Lestat and Louis run and they get in the car and Lestat's, like, hanging out the side, like, I'll kill you, I'll kill all of you, I'll fight you all! And Louis, like, trying to keep him inside the car, and they're speeding the wrong way. They're on the beach, so they are in Los Angeles, they're on the beach, and they speed down the beach.
This is in the
they drive
1980s.
into the sand. Yes. And, you know, the car only can go so far, and then they're blocked off, and Lestat's like, I'm gonna fight him, and suddenly all of the vampires pursuing them burst into flames. And they stop and look around, and the sun is about to rise. Louis and Gabrielle, I'm not entirely sure what happens to them. I think they get knocked unconscious. And Lestat is spirited away by Akasha, the Queen of the Damned. And she picks him up and flies away with him. And he loses consciousness as the sun rises. And that is the end of the vampire Lestat.
Ta-da!
So it ends on a cliffhanger.
Yay!
Yay!
Ooh, rat. Okay. Well, thank you for Vampire Storytime, D-Bag. It's been interesting to hear... well... Anne Rice's madness in a condensed format. Holy shit.
She
She's
crazy.
insane.
And next will be the Queen of the Damned, where we'll hear about the actual origin of the vampires, and we'll also learn about vampire boners.
Chardonnay and open up a key.
When's the Goofy book where everything is funny?
Well, the fourth book that she wrote, The Tale of the Body Thief, is sort of the comic relief of the early books. And then the last book that she wrote before she switched over to writing Jesus books about Jesus, was Blood Canticle, and that is sort of, like, it's a crossover between the two series that she has. She has the Vampire Chronicles and she has the Mayfair Witches. And they're both supernatural stories that center around New Orleans. And so the final one is they come together and meet each other and, you know, have one big battle, you know, with the bad guys or whatever. And it's even more nonsensical. But the main nonsense in that one is that it looks like you never saw an editor. And so it's kind of hard to convey. And also I don't remember it as well as I remember the main three. But I could probably go into Body Thief if we need to after Queen of the Damned.
How so?
Body Thief is a story of how Lestat gets an offer to switch places for like a week or something to have a mortal body. And naturally that couldn't be a trap at all, so he takes the deal. And obviously the Body Thief does not give him back his vampire body, and so he must track down and switch bodies again with the villain. And he gets into all kinds of hilarious mishaps because he has a mortal body again.
You're wasting my time.
Well, back to this vampire story. We're having a problem convincing this guy that, we would like him to write a bad review.
Make him believe there's maggots in his meal.
If only we were Malkavian.
This place will pay for this. As sure as my name is Tommy Flayton, they'll never serve food in this town again.
Oh, well, that worked. Told him that the chef didn't use the sink. Using the plus patch. By the way, is the text readable in the game?
On the stream, no, not really.
Nah, it's right on the edge.
I
Hang
think
on.
the game to stream chat ratio is a bit off. You might want to make the stream chat smaller.
It's just, the thing is, the bigger I make the game window, the more, the more choppy it'll get during high motion, you know? It's the broadcasting of that larger resolution of high motion. The chat's relatively cheap to broadcast. I will try to make the game just a smidge larger. How about we take a quick break while I make a technical adjustment for it, and we'll come back. DVAC, do you think this is probably where you're going to sign off and get some sleep for the night?
I'll stay for a little while just to watch, but I won't tell any more stories because I don't want to get into it and then have to go to bed.
That's okay. Alright. We'll be right back in a little bit.